In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to search for a particular taxon on FBIS, and this is done by opening up the search bar and typing in the name of that taxon. I'm interested in the Berg River redfin, Pseudobarbus bergi. So if I start typing in its name, it auto-populates with the different Pseudobarbus species, and I can see there's the taxon I'm interested in. And you can actually search for different taxonomic ranks. In this case, it's taxon, but you might wish to do a broader search at the genus level, which would feed back data for all taxa within the genus Pseudobarbus. But if I click on the Berg River redfin, Pseudobarbus bergi, then it'll just filter for the data for that taxon, and you can see, not surprisingly, all the data for this taxon are found within the Berg River catchment, and mostly in the upper parts of the catchment. There's 166 records, and you can have a look at the sites that have the most records. You can sort sites, and I've got it sorted to high to low, so you can see at the top here it's the site with the most number of occurrence records. And then you can have a closer look at the taxon by hitting the taxon overview button, which opens up the taxon overview dashboard, which gives you some basic information about the taxon: its name, the number of records and sites, and the taxonomic rank. It also gives you a breakdown of origin, endemism, and conservation status. In this case, the Berg River redfin is a native species. It's regional endemic level 2, so it has a pretty narrow distribution range, and it's listed as endangered on the IUCN Red Data list, and there's a link to that page as well. And there's available images for the species are also displayed in the last panel. And you can then drill down into the more detailed taxon dashboard, which first of all gives you a distribution map for that taxon, and that's downloadable. Anytime you see this little icon, you're able to download the image below it. It gives you a short overview about the taxon and the records, and an option to download a CSV file for the most detailed level of data for that taxon. So you hit there, download, and that'll download in the background and save to your downloads folder. And then, there we go, I see it's saved. So then I can open up that CSV file, and this gives me some more detailed information for the data set that's presented in the map. It's got some information about the owner and the collector, some information about the site name, the species name, when it was collected, who it was collected by, and notes for the sites where it was collected. Coming back to the detailed dashboard, there's a breakdown of the name of the species and its taxonomy, and then an overview of the occurrence records in the top right. This shows the sites and the rivers and the numbers of occurrences for each site. Shows these occurrences displayed as a graph over time with occurrence records by time. You can see there was a big spike in occurrence data records in 2050, but the earliest record was as long ago as 1976. Again, a breakdown by origin, endemism, and conservation status, images for the taxon, and then at the bottom a metadata table. And this is a list of all the data sources that are displayed in the dashboard above. You can see for the Berg River redfin, there's a few different scientific articles that had occurrence records for this taxon, but also a couple of databases for this taxon as well. And some of these you can download directly via FBIS, but others you can search for the article using the DOI number. And that's it for this tutorial, and in the next one I'll be showing you how to search for data from a particular site.